What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Milestone Singraven. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly, but he is the new Bundesliga milestone. Pretty much standard objectives, which we'll go into in the end bit of the review. We're going to go through them and show you roughly what sort of team you're looking at. Obviously, it is in Managerial Masterpiece, which is the 77 maximum rated team with only 3 silvers, no bronzes. So it's pretty standard by now. We've had pretty much all of them. I've still got La Liga to finish for Guardes, so he will be coming out hopefully tomorrow or the day after, so stay tuned for that. And then we have icons coming up every day. Hopefully, we've already had Carlos Alberto today, early hours this morning, and we have somebody else coming out tomorrow. So Milestone, he's looking good. He's looking pretty good. For me, there's just so many defenders now. Left back, right backs, it's just unreal how many there is. And good for the Bundesliga teams, not necessarily the most wanted, just because there is a chance, or there is a very, very good chance of Team of the Year Alphonso Davies. So the one question I want to know is, how many of these milestones have you completed? If you have completed any of them, make sure you like and subscribe down below. And let's have a look at this guy. So in today's video, we are looking at Singraven. He is the Dutch left back for Bayer Leverkusen. He is a 4-star skiller with a 3-star weak foot. He is left-footed, standing at 5'10", with a high attacking work rate and a medium defensive. And honestly, it doesn't look a bad card. 91 acceleration and sprint speed, very nice indeed. We've got decent dribbling, bar from the 77 composure. Everything else is looking pretty nice there. Most of them above 86 and above. Balance on 84. I think it's a solid card. He is a very lean player, as you can see from the card. Very kind of like skinny more than anything. So physical-wise, his strength is not up there, but he's got good aggression. Obviously, stamina being 82, I feel like that's still good enough. And then we have got a bit of jumping on him also. Passing-wise, it's just free kick accuracy that is knocking down the overall rating. Everything else is looking pretty nice there. We've got good short and long passing. Obviously, crossing, if you do manage to kind of go the overlaps. He has got a decent left foot on him, and then the vision as well is also there. Defending wise, good stand. Sliding tackle 78, not the greatest, but again, how many times do you slide tackle? It's kind of like last ditch attempts. More than likely it ends up in a red card anyway, so to be honest, you're better off staying on your feet with him. He is a very, very fast player, so his kind of recovery time, as I've seen, is actually really nice. So definitely a worthwhile card to grind towards, especially if you have got no chance in getting the Team of the Year Alphonso if he does get there. There isn't really a huge amount of links, a huge amount of left backs in the Bundesliga, so we will have a look at them, but I feel like this card probably trumps quite a lot of them at this moment in time. I do know we have a road to the final Alphonso, but there is the chance of obviously getting this for free, and Alphonso will have a look at his price in the overall. But let's look at some gameplay and see what he did. So we've got him here. He's a very, very attacking left back. In how I used him, obviously we're using him with a few icons just to get it kind of linked up and seeing what he's capable of with these. Obviously Barnes is chilling on that left mid right there, and we're kind of just trying to push him forward, see what that's crossing like, see if he's got any passing. Went with a little spin. It was the first attempt at a skill move with him. Managed to get the free kick at the very least, which is quite nice. Obviously sometimes you're not as lucky and you don't really want to be using your left back so far up the pitch, but just the 1-2's very simple with him. Got a nice pass on him. Nice, simple, very easy. Barnes doing absolute work here. Managing to get through and the little fake, and then finesses it from the assist from Sink. And obviously he has a relatively good tackle. We see here again, great movement. I can't remember who his player was there, but it was a great kind of reaction to get back and go across in front of there. We see here again, looking at him, and he's going to come in. That is the big issue with AI, is you've just got to make sure that you are in the way all the time, otherwise he will just go past you like that, and there is times where you just physically can't do anything about that. We do see multiple attempts from him where he is kind of just nearly getting there, and it is down to your defensive ability. Sometimes you can't oversell the guy, and we see here it's a lovely little overlap from him, and we can see Littman chilling right there. It's a lovely little ball, and he absolutely smashes it. And overall, I thought he was a good player. He's free. You've just got to do objectives. Obviously, you get points towards your milestone as well, your season objectives. So for me, I think it's an absolute win. So if we do go into the overall, as we can see here, we've got him as a left back up here, and his chemistry style is obviously going to be an anchor. It's the +5. You don't want a shadow because he's already got 91 pace, but you want to get that defensive and physical boost. It turns him into an 88 left back. So relatively, it's not a bad card. Dutch, so some good links. Got a link to Virgil. You've got all of the Dutch icons. Obviously for Bayer Leverkusen, we've got Diaby as a lovely strong link. We also have Bellarabi the other side, Bailey the other side, Heredecki in net. So all we really need is a cracking centre back, and you've got some really good links with him there. I've clicked on the wrong player. In terms of Dutch links, then just quickly going on, we have got obviously Virgil, like I said. Let's have a look at, let's go left mids first. Overmars, Bergwijn, nothing too fancy there, so maybe Diaby is the better option if anything. If we go centre backs, obviously Virgil's going to be number 1. We've got Koeman, Rijkaard, De Ligt. Aki's not a bad one. I was hoping he was going to actually get some informs, but unfortunately not. But okay, not terrible, to be honest. And then if we do look at Dutch left backs, Van Aanholt was always going to be the second. So it is dependent on what you prefer. I probably would go with this guy just because they're very similar, but this guy is free. So efficiency for coins, this guy's going to absolutely trump him. And then if we do have a quick look at the Bundesliga left backs, we have got, obviously, like I say, Alfonso. Other than that, that is it. And Alfonso's coming in at 530k. I think coins wise, I like this guy better. Obviously, if he does get an upgrade or team of the year, he's always going to be the better left back, but he's going to cost you a hell of a lot more. And then just to finish off with this overall review, the objectives that you need to do for him then. So it's all in managerial masterpiece. Like I said, you've got to win 15 matches using 11 Bundesligas in the starting lineup. So you could have some silver Bundesligas and then just swap them off in game if you really wanted to. But you still need to score 30 goals using Bundesliga players, 20 assists with a cross in 4 separate matches. So it is literally just how it says, just a normal cross. It doesn't have to be a corner. I believe corners won't count because it is classed as a cross rather than a corner. I could be wrong. I believe they don't count, but I definitely could be wrong. So if you want to let me know down below if corners counts as crosses, let me know. And then we've got score a finesse goal in 6 separate matches. Again, these two do not have to be won, so you can do them and get them out of the way. You can get more score and assists, but obviously you've still got to go for that 15 wins, which is not necessarily difficult, but it's very time consuming, seeing as though we have got obviously the silver stars to do, and then we have another 15 matches with La Liga down here. So it is a bit of a grind, but they're here for another 28 days or something like that until the season actually ends. So for me, it's an absolute godsend that we've got that amount of time to get these both done. And I believe that is all of the Major League milestones complete, and then I'm going to see what's going to happen. Do they do another round, or do they go to the minor leagues and upgrade them even more? It's going to be interesting. Hopefully they go another round of majors. I'll absolutely take it. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. I've given him an 8.5 out of 10. I think he's a cracking player. I do like that he's free. He's not necessarily the greatest left back on the game, but in the Bundesliga terms, definitely a top 2 in my opinion. But like I say, like, subscribe, and see you for the next one. Peace.